Hey, Mike here from At Chasing Bourbon 1987. Today we have another Whiskey Wednesday lineup. Today we're going to be blinding some Jack Daniel's products. We got the 10, 12, 14, and the Sinatra Select. Gonna have somebody blind pour this, not let me know what's in each glass. Pull it out, get some tasting notes, see which ones I like the best, and then maybe at the end, not make a total fool of myself and try to guess which one's which. All right, let's begin. Okay, so we're back. So I've had these poured blindly. I don't know which is in which one. Let's go through. Let's see if we could get some tasting notes off of them. Let's see how I like each one. We'll rank them, and let's see at the end if I could pick which one is which. So we'll be tasting the Sinatra, 90 proof. The 10 is coming in at 97. The 12 is coming in at 107, and the 14 is coming in at 126. All coming in with the same mash bill of 80% corn, 12% malted barley, and 8% rye. Start from my right to left, start on the green. Nice sweet smell. A little bit of alcohol burning. Next is black. Picking up some oak, some dark sweetness maybe, some brown sugar, gold, this one's a little off profile, less sugary and spicy, no oak at all, and red. Also, a little bit of oak, not too much. All right, we'll do tasting. Again, starting from my right to left with green. So, like I say with Jack Daniel's, usually a little taste of banana shows up. I like to see if that comes through in all of them. As you can see, all these bottles have been opened and had plenty of time to breathe. So none of these are first crack. I've done reviews on all these bottles if you want to check them out in my previous videos. Back to green. It's light, sweet, it's more like a generic sugar. Maybe a little cinnamon. Next to black. This one's coming in with a lot of oak, a lot of dark sugars, a lot of caramel, almost with the burnt caramel, cinnamons. Next, the gold. That one's coming in very light. It could just be off the black. Let me rinse my mouth out real quick. Okay, let's give gold another try. Similar to the green in just some non-generic sweetness. Put that black on me. Not really picking up any fruit in any of these. This one has no smoke, no oak. It's more or less just like a plain white sugar. Almost like off-tasting sugar, almost like with like agricole rum. Red. Red's got a little something more going on there. Sugar's a little darker. This is the first time I picked up that banana note. Has that more hard candy banana, not like a fresh or ripe banana. No other fruits, just the banana. A little darker sugars. Yeah, just more or less some brown sugar and banana. Okay, so let's talk about these for a minute. The Jack Daniel's 10 and Jack Daniel's 12 are both batch 3. Jack Daniel's 14 being a batch 1 for this year's release, 2025. The 12 year is a batch 3, also 2025. And the 1 being a batch 3 being 2024. The Sinatra Select, I don't think they make them anymore. I think that was a one-time or a limited run. That's discontinued. Okay, we're gonna go back through them. This time we'll start from my left to right. We'll start on the red. Okay, so now that we've been through them all once, a lot more flavors are showing up. On the red, we're starting to get some fruits. Maybe like some strawberries, some red fruits. That banana's still there. The sugar is like a light brown sugar. It's not like a burnt, dark, heavy sugar. A little bit of oak, maybe a little leather at the end. Yep, now the gold. These have the corresponding age statements, the 10 being 10, 12 being 12, 14 being 14, and the Sinatra Select with a non-age statement believed to be 4 to 5 years. This is done the old way, the way Frank liked it, the chairman, where they cut grooves in the staves to help the absorption and flavor. So we're back to gold. Okay, so this one, again, no wood on this one. This has also banana flavor, but unlike that one, this is more like a ripe, actually an underripe banana, more like a green banana. This where this is like a hard banana candy. This one is more like if you're eating a green banana, and that generic white sweetness that goes along with it. There's no like brown sugars or really no spice and no wood. Drink it nice and light. Yeah, maybe you get a little cinnamon on that. It has that, like I said, like a green underripe banana with that just like white sugar that goes along with it. Okay, now the black. Okay, so this one is going to be a lot more red fruits, more say like a cherry syrup. No banana on this. A lot of wood, leather, some spice. Yeah, it's a lot of some deep red fruit, syrupy, cinnamon. This is definitely so far, I would think, to be the highest proof, which would lead to help me believe what it was, but we're not caring what it is now. Now we're just rating. That's it. Okay, next is the green. And I'll sip on it. Okay, so in the green, also getting a little bit of banana. Also similar to the gold in the sweetness being just pretty much a nondescript white sugar sweetness, a little bit of spice. No wood, but more of that leather, tobacco-y, little bitterness. Okay, so take a sip here. Okay, we're gonna go back through it now and start ranking it. I'm gonna put it in order. So first green. Yeah, there's a little bit more fruit that shows up. Maybe a little stone fruit, not a red one, maybe like an apricot, along with that banana. Very generic sweetness. Thin, not too long a finish. Like I said, the bitterness, the drying is almost like a leathery, not a wood. So we're gonna put that right in the middle. We'll put that over here, and then this way we could build down or up from that and move it accordingly. Okay, next is the black. Okay, the black, a lot of oak, a lot of dark sugars. Kind of lost that red, thick cherry syrup I was talking about earlier. Now it's just pure oak and some maybe dark, maybe almost burnt caramel. Yeah, a lot of oak tannins, bitter. Not a short finish, not a super long one, but the finish I'm not too fond of. Like I said, the second pass through I was picking up some kind of sweet cherry. This time, maybe just because of the order I'm in or whatever, there's no fruits at all. It's just some like burnt caramel and a lot of oak. So I'm gonna put that one behind the green. My order from first to last will be my left to right. So for now, the green is in first and the black is behind it. Next, we're at gold. Again, this is that, I mean, just even on the nose, it's that underripe banana. Yeah, it literally tastes like a green banana that's not ripe. It still has some sweetness. It has that weird, funky taste. Very thin, no oak. Some generic sweetness, like an underripe banana. So that's gonna go behind the green. So far we got the green in front. Okay, next is red. That banana, again, keeps me banana, that's like a hard candy banana. Sweetness, strawberry. Yeah, I'll get not too long a finish. More like the green. Falls off pretty fast, but it's nice. You have some wood in there, but it's not too bitter. Not too bad at all. I'm gonna put this one first. I'm gonna take a second to rinse my palette out and just... This for sure we know is gonna be in last place. So that one I don't have to go back to. These three I'm just gonna go back and forth between and just see where we're at with that. Let's start with red. We'll go backwards. Yeah, it's got some nice sweetness to it. It's well-rounded. A lot of flavor, some oak. This is very well balanced. Nice proof. The sugar, the oak, the fruit is balanced nicely in that. It'd be nice if it had a little longer finish. Green. Not change that order. This some sweetness. It's the red is what the green wants to be. The green's a lot flatter. Less developed, like hardly any wood. I'm not going to change that. Next to black. Okay, so now this time through that red came, the red fruit showed up a little more on that one. It's weird, every time I take a sip, sometimes maybe because I'm coming off the green now instead of the gold, so I might be playing with my thing. This time that red cherry syrup showed back up. Let me see if that's gonna happen again. Yeah, it's, so when I'm coming off the gold, for some reason, I totally lose that red fruit taste. That sweet on the black. When I'm coming off the green, it shows back up. Either way, it's finishes the longest out of the blinds. Very oaky, very tannicky, leathery. The sugars aren't. When I say burnt caramel, I mean it's almost to the point of bitter, as opposed to being like a nice developed sweetness. Drink's the hottest proof. We're pretty much gonna guess which one that is. I just want to go back between these two. I'm going to switch these two around. The red is definitely the most put together one here. Like I said, the sugar, the oak, spice, balances out nice. It's a nice proof. This one, we could pretty much guess which one it's going to be. I mean, it's got the most oak. It's got the most proof. It's got the most bitterness, the sharpness. This one is... As I said, the red is what the green wants to be. Pretty much guessing and knowing what the black is, I'm struggling. I think I'm gonna have a how I had it before. It's just, even though the black has a lot more developed flavor, it's lack of sweetness, and it's just that wood is almost just destroying it. Yeah, a little too tannic on the finish. At least, I mean, I'll give it credit that it has the finish. I'm back and forth on these two. You know, depending on my day, depending on my mood, could go either way. I'm pretty comfortable as to knowing what each one of these are. Okay, so let's see how the results were. So gold was in last place. I'm gonna guess the gold is the Sinatra Select. Least developed, no wood, underripe green bananas with no type of flavor, sugar. Again, not to say drinking this on any day is not a bad drink just compared to the other three. And the gold is the Sinatra. Next is the green, which I'm gonna hope is the 10-year, because I'm thinking that's the 14 and 12. Let me not embarrass myself. In past reviews, I've always cared for the 12. Green is the 10. Next is the black, which I'm assuming is the 14. And it is the 14. And lastly is the red, which is the 12. Pretty much how I called it. So this is my thoughts and review on this. The 12 being the most put together package, coming in at 107 proof. MSRP, I don't know what the MSRP is in Sinatra. Like I know in the stores it's around 170, 180. The 10 MSRP is around $80. Usually you're finding it secondary for about 150. The 12 MSRP is around 90. Usually you're finding that MSRP for around 175 to 200. And the Jack Daniels MSRP I think is around low 100s. Usually you're not finding that for less than $400. So overall, I'm gonna say the 12-year-old won it today. Like I said, the nice proof point, the alcohol is well represented, the oak, the sweetness, the spice, the sugars, everything well balanced, well put together, were to me the 14. The wood and the bitterness and the leather just kind of took over. I know they're supposed to be releasing older releases past the 14. I really hope they could control that, because this to me is already stepped over the edge with that. The 10-year is nice. I could see the 12-year in the 10, and the Sinatra Select is a nice sipping bourbon on a day you're not going to want to put it up against these big guns. It's Mike from At Chasing Bourbon. Hope you enjoyed the blind. Cheers. Hey, Mike here from At Chasing Bourbon 1987. If you like this video and you'd like to see more, don't forget to like, subscribe, maybe share a video with some friends. Leave a comment down below, let us know how we're doing, and don't forget to follow me on all social media. Cheers.